Hey everyone, Kelly here. So I thought it would be a fun idea to do like a get ready with me life update. So I've had a lot go on this past month. So first off, I think I have found like the perfect primer combination for me. And that is these two. I know that's so high maintenance to have two primers, but it just works for me. This MAC one is actually an Oil Control Lotion, which I was like, I mean, really, does it control oil? Like, are you sure? But seriously, when I don't wear it, I can notice the difference. So I put this one all over my face. And then I have this Clinique Super Primer. It's actually for redness, which obviously I have redness, but I tried a sample of this and I just fell in love with it. It fills in my pores perfectly. Daisy's sneezing back there. I kind of just press this primer into my skin to fill in my pores. And you can tell I don't put it everywhere on my face, just in my problem areas. Then I kind of just give that a minute to rest and fall into place. Okay, since you guys last saw me, which was the day I graduated, like I said, a lot has happened since then. So I'm going to use this Pro Matte Foundation and the L'Oreal sponge. So the week after I graduated college, I had my graduation party the following weekend. So that was super fun. I was really happy to see so many of my family and friends. It was seriously like the best day ever. I just kept telling everyone, I'm so happy, I'm so happy. And family that or friends that I don't get to see often came out of town. And even like people that couldn't come like mailed me cards, and I just thought it was really sweet. You know, even if they couldn't be there, they still thought of me, and I just thought that was really sweet. So I was super happy about that. It was just such a good day. Well, in the night, I woke up with a terrible pain in my side, and I just thought, oh, I'm dehydrated. So I like chugged a bottle of water, and I went back to bed. Then I got up that next morning to go to work. Well, I got to work, and this pain wouldn't go away. In fact, it kept getting worse and was sharper and sharper, and it hurt and hurt. And finally, I just told my coworkers, I'm like, I think I need to go home. I think I have appendicitis. This is just not normal. So I went home, and my parents happened to be on their way to Versailles anyway because they needed to pick up some stuff from the party. And it happened to also be Mother's Day. And my mom was like, okay, Kelly, are you going or are you not? And I decided to go. Well, long story short, went to the ER. Sure enough, I had appendicitis, and they said, guess what, you need emergency surgery. I'm like, okay. So I had the surgery. It was crazy. Put just a little bit more on. I like to use this foundation because it's very lightweight on the face, so it doesn't feel like you're wearing a ton of makeup. And it has medium coverage, and you can build it to full if you want full. But I think I'm doing kind of just like a medium light coverage today. It's kind of look I'm going for. So I love this. Okay, so after I had my surgery, spent the night, got to go home the next day. One sec, I need to moisturize my lips. My mom was like, are you feeling good enough? You want to go home or do you want to stay with me? It's like, yeah, I think I can go home. I think I can go home. So I got home. I was super happy to be home, super happy to see my dog. And the construction crew was actually at my house. I got a new roof on in the middle of all this. And he was like, well, you know, I really don't want to alarm you, but I think you need to evacuate your house. Okay, so I'm going to set that foundation with this powder. And so I'm like, oh, that's nice. It's like, with all the roof leaking, I think that you might have black mold in your ceiling, so I think it's best if you just, you know, leave for a couple days until you get this taken care of. So it's like, okay. Like, I just got home, but I guess if there's black mold, then I don't want to be sick. Like, I just had people the day over, like, I feel like a jerk. So my mom, bless her heart, loads me back in the car, takes me home, to her home, I guess, and I stayed in Tipton for the next couple days while he fixed my ceiling. And while he was at it, he replaced my bathroom floor. There had been a leak around the toilet. The wax ring wasn't installed properly, so he fixed that. The whole thing, it was just crazy. Like, I really appreciate anyone and everyone who either texted me or called me or gave me well wishes on Facebook. That's so nice, and I appreciate it. I had no idea how many people cared, so that was really sweet. So now that that's over with, I'm graduated college. I don't have a job, technically. I'm going to use my NARS Laguna bronzer. I already have a part-time job and at 911 dispatching. And so I got another part-time job at Shady Gables, which is a tea house in town that I've loved since I can remember. So doing that, really fun. Super love it. I'm literally sweating. Oh, I'm literally sweating. Okay, so I have a piece of advice. If you go crazy on your bronzer and give yourself bronzer helmet like this, if you get a natural fiber brush that's kind of big and fluffy like this is the Morphe M527. You can just go through it and blend it out, and I swear it just like blends to perfection. So that's like one of the tricks that I use a lot because I love bronzer and I frequently go heavy-handed with it. I'm going to use this MAC blush in Blush Baby, I believe it's called. This one. I've decided to take some time to work on me and my house and my like overall just well-being, which I know it sounds stupid when you say it out loud, but it was important to me. So I've read a couple books by Maria Kondo and her KonMari method, which I can link those below. So I have been going to town on my house, organizing and decluttering. It's been nuts. Which we're in my beauty room right now, and I'm so excited. I think I'm going to do a video kind of giving you guys a tour, but this is, it's like my sanctuary. It's like my happy place. I come in here and just like everything that I've ever thought about worrying about is like gone. So that's super cool. So I realized I forgot to put concealer on. Usually I do this before all my powder products, but I'm going to squeeze a little bit in there. Okay, I'm going to go in and set that concealer with this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. So it's freaking awesome. I'm going to kind of leave this on my face and bake it, which if you've never heard of baking, it's essentially when you leave any kind of powder product on your face to the point that your skin temperature becomes the same temperature as the product on your face, so it kind of bakes and sets into your face. So I know I look like a crazy woman, but I'm going to leave that there and go ahead and make it all over my shirt and prime my eyes with MAC Paint Pot. And I'm going to set that paint pot with this eyeshadow, Beaches and Cream by Makeup Geek. And real quick, I'm going to do my brows off camera because I cannot do my brows and talk at the same time. Okay, so I'm back. I have my brows done. I used the COVERGIRL in shade number 3, my Sephora waterproof eyebrow pencil, and then this clear eyebrow gel by ABH to set them. So I do have a funny little story to tell you guys. So when I was inspired to kind of redo my beauty room, I needed to go to Ikea to get a few things. The first time I went to Ikea, this is what happened. I drove all the way down there, and I need to multitask. Going to use my Viseart palette. Oh my god, this thing is so BA. I have the color Minx, I think. Yeah, this is in Minx. Isn't she pretty? So the first time I went down there, I went a different way than I usually do to Kansas City. And I had no idea the speed changed from 70 to 55. So I was trooping along at 71, and this trooper on his motorcycle caught me, pulled me over, and he's like, do you know why I pulled you over? And I'm like, probably speeding. He's like, yeah. And he showed me my speed, which was 71. I'm like, okay. He's like, it's 55. I'm like, 55? So needless to say, I got a ticket. Which sucks. But you know, life goes on, and you know, I guess I need to pay more attention. So I get to Ikea, and I browse the showroom floor, which if you've ever done that, it's overwhelming in itself. Like, there's a lot to see there. So, and I also can't make decisions. So I finally decided on what I want. So I go down to like the room where you actually get the boxes. So I went to my section, and it wasn't there. They were like empty. I was like, that's probably impossible. So I went and asked the guy, you know, hey, do you have any more of these? What I was looking for is the mom dressing table. And he checked. He's like, oh, no, we don't, but we'll probably have some later in the week. I was like, dang it. And I drove all this way for that, and it's pretty inconvenient. So I literally sat around and pouted. I texted my friend, and she told me, she's like, Kelly, go ask again because there's one on stock. Or there's one in stock online, like it says that the store has one. So I went over there, and I was like, hey, you know, is there anything we can do? Can we get it shipped to my house? You know, are there any options? And he said, no, actually your best option is to check to see if we have the item in stock before you drive all the way up here. I was like, okay, well, I did, and you guys have one. And he was like, oh, well, just because we have one doesn't mean there's actually one in stock. So I literally grabbed my purse out of my cart and left. Really defeated that day. But I went back a couple weeks later. The first day I was feeling good enough after my surgery to go, I went. I did not get a speeding ticket, and I got everything I wanted. So I guess the moral of the story is to persevere, even when life gets you down. The color that I'm using is this color. Now I'm going to kind of brush away all this powder that I have baking under my eye. Also, a really good trick to clean up your bronzer is the same thing, is to take your sponge. Like if you get messy or get too low with your bronzer, just take this, and I'll show you because I'm always, like I said, messy with my bronzer. Go like this. And you create like a straight line, or kind of straight. And will make your contour look a little bit sharper. I'll do that. And a lot of times if I'm just like already at it, you know, I'll bake my chin because I get super oily on my chin for some reason. So I'll just put a little bit extra there. Just really absorbs all the oils. Next, I'm going to go into my MAC palette that I made here and grab this shade, which is All That Glitters. This is probably one of my favorite parts of makeup, like my makeup routine, is highlighting my brow bone, because I think it just takes the look to that next level. You just look polished. Really polishes. So I just take that All That Glitters color and go underneath. And if you get a little heavy-handed, which I do pretty much daily, you can just go in with like a blending brush. Make sure nothing's on this one. Kind of just swipe back and forth. So no harsh lines. And we're pretty and ready to rock and roll. Apply some highlighter. I got this sample of the Aucoin Candlelight highlighter, which is a little baby. But I'm telling you, this stuff is stunning. It's super powdery, but like going on, it's the best like subtle highlighter. Like just that everyday. Like you're not trying to turn heads, but you're trying to just live your life a little bit. But can you tell? And it really, I have so much texture on my face. I just do. I have acne, I have acne scars, I have texture, I have bumps. And this really doesn't emphasize texture a whole lot, which is why I was so scared to use highlighter for such a long time. So we're going to finish up this eye look with some eyeliner. The only eyeliner I'll ever use. I have this Rimmel felt tip scandalized top liner I'm going to use. I do like this because it dries quick. Because in the mornings, like I just don't have time to wait on my eyeliner to dry, you know what I'm saying? Mascara, Too Faced. And if it makes me high maintenance, because I use two different mascaras, one for top lashes, one for bottom lashes, and so be it, because I have needs. My eyelashes have needs. And on the bottom, using this blue tube CoverGirl mascara. This mascara is so bomb, I'm telling you. I just love it. I'm going to set with this Wet n Wild setting spray. On my lips, do one of my favorite combos. This is Urban Decay Naked and the NARS Orgasm Lip Gloss. And that's the completed look. So I really enjoyed doing this and hanging out with you guys and catching you up on my life. I'm officially ready for work now. They're probably going to be amazed. Holy crap, Kelly actually put herself together for work. Anyways, I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.